This is a HeadGum podcast.
Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this episode of our program.
Appreciate you, Squarespace.
It's never too late to turn your cool idea into a new website. If you have work to showcase or blog or publish content, or maybe you want to sell a product.
Maybe you just want to put your photographs up there. Show them to the world.
And that's good too. They even have e-commerce functionality that lets you sell anything online, beautiful templates. The way to do it all is to use Squarespace.
Duh.
So how does it work? You go to squarespace.com/ifiwereyou for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, you can use the offer code IFIWEREYOU to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's right. You can buy a domain with Squarespace.
Whoa, but all the good domains are taken, Blumenfeld. Aw, geez. Shucks, dang it.
God,
man.
One second. Every time we endorse Squarespace, we provide you, our listener, with an available .com, not a .net or a .org. These are legit .coms available to purchase right now. Mine is boilq.com.
Boil Q. And if that one's taken by the time you sign up, Foil Q is actually available as well.
You stole my idea.
Boil and foil. Q?
.com. So if you want to buy Boil Q, Foil Q, or maybe you have an idea for your own domain name.
Heck, Royal Q might be available.
Oh, let's not promise anything. If you want to build any website, highly recommend Squarespace. All you got to do, once again, is check out squarespace.com/ifiwereyou for a free trial. Their prices are already very low, so when you're ready to launch, use the offer code IFIWEREYOU to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Think it, dream it, make it with Squarespace.
Hey.
I've been looking over this email, checking it word for word. I can't even leave my house, I'll get fucked up by a bird. I ain't had an email back since, well, that's not important, it's been long. I got an STD from sleeping with a 3, and I didn't even get a text back. How do I go from fat and tattooed to cigarettes and a six-pack? You told me to jump up off my couch, but I sit and swipe right. I'm done. If you're in a situation, you do you is the rotation. If you need an explanation, they will hide away your location to better serve the nation. Just listen as much as you can. You really need to know if I were you, the show.
Whoa, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
That mellowed me out a little bit.
Are you okay?
I'm tired.
You were tired beforehand.
True.
Don't blame the song. Megan Batoon.
Yeah.
That was a parody of a Post Malone song. I almost don't believe it.
I don't.
Post Malone seems like a crazy rapper, man, and then he just also has a song that sounds like that.
That was beautiful.
Well, sort of like how Dynamite Hack was a parody that Eazy-E song, Boys in the Hood.
No, but I think the Post Malone song sounds like that, and
Really?
he made it. And yeah, I think he just changed the words, but the actual melody and like the tune of it was the same.
Awesome. I knew I liked Post Malone for a reason.
Who knew he had it in him? So thanks, Sam Baber. Baber, B-A-B-E-R. How would you say that?
Baber.
Sam Baber.
No
Good
one's
last
more of a
name.
babe than Sam.
Sam Babist, if you ask me. That's the third theme song he submitted to us. So thank you so much for doing that. Megan Batoon, back at it again.
Back at it again.
We had you on not too long ago, right? But this was before you had a podcast, correct?
Yes. Couple months, and now I have my own.
So
we
now
had you on.
this is work. Before it was friendly.
Yeah, that's like, hey, let's have you on. It's a fun little hour. Now it's like, let's
promote,
market, have you on, talk, pitch. You have to pitch our audience.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's my pitch.
Yeah.
You didn't want me to give a pitch.
What's your podcast?
Basically, your podcast, but me.
as the host.
It's perfect.
So
It's
imagine,
better than our show because we're not on it.
imagine your favorite part of this episode always. So you, not us, giving advice.
Can you even imagine?
And to
So
start,
it's like advice, but not bad.
that's right.
Well, I wouldn't say it's not bad.
Oh,
but it
great.
is
So it's
different.
exactly like our show.
Yeah.
The audience for sure is
it's
different.
It's bad adjacent.
You're getting sweet emails from confused ladies.
Yeah, they're very, real.
We just recorded your episode, us on your episode of Just a Tip. And I noticed how different the questions were right away.
Yeah, they're much more like, I really need help, please.
Yeah. And ours is like, how do I cheat on my chick? Because she's a 4 and a 5 looked at me the other day. I want a homie hop.
This is side piece advice with Jake and Amir.
And yours are sweet questions from sweet ladies who are a little bit confused or downtrodden or wondering why guys are acting so mean to them.
Yeah,
And
aren't
it's
we
mostly-
all?
Yeah, it's mostly our fault, to be honest.
But I was able to find questions from ladies. I actually, to find the questions for this episode, I searched one lady's name. So all of these come from one lady's name.
Stop it.
Yeah, they're all from, let's say, a Sarah, though it's not a Sarah.
It's
Or-
Rebecca. I am almost certain it's Rebecca because I wouldn't put it past you to put anything in there in that search bar but a Jewish name.
Oh my God, how dare you?
Is it a Jewish name?
Yeah, it's Jewish adjacent.
What's the name, Amir?
It's Danielle.
It's Raquel. All right,
It's
it's Moisha. I'm sorry.
It's Savta, which means grandmother in Hebrew. Could you believe we had four Savtas right
No,
in?
frankly.
I'll give you a hint. After I say the name Amy, we'll have said the name already.
After the name Amy? That's the shortest name there could be.
Well, I'm just saying I'm going to throw out the name Amy, and at some point during this podcast, we've said the name already. So that's your hint. That the name was
What
said.
a riddle that I don't want to be a part of.
Don't
the
put
name,
that on
the,
me.
The name, then it's Amy.
Yeah.
Is it?
You serpent-tongued bastard. What is this riddle?
Did I just throw in another option in the mix just to throw you off my scent?
Oh.
When I say the name Amy, we'll have said the name already. Is the name Say?
I still think it's Rebecca.
Is it Raimi? Or some weird shit like that?
Ooh, that's good.
It's
Every
not.
Raimi is crying.
There is only one Raimi. And it's Jake's friend Raimi. Does
I
she
love
listen to
Raimi.
the show?
Probably not, but
That's
shout out to
awesome.
Amy just in case. What up, girl?
Do your friends listen to your podcast, Megan? Are you still early enough in the show where your friends are supporting you and listening?
I think that they might. I told my mom not to.
Really? Does she?
No. She
Yeah.
listened to me for once, which is awesome.
You've done like 10 or 11 episodes. So like, I remember when we did our first 10, our friends were like, this is awesome. I'm going to listen to a few. Now we're on episode like 338. It's like, no, they're not. There's no favor that lasts this
my
long.
brother and my sister sometimes.
That's
will
really
listen to it.
awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of you because my old man hasn't listened to this shit.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't pick up your calls either. So it's not just about not supporting the podcast.
Yeah, and I'll send him a link. And what he'll do is click on it
That's
and
awesome
let
that
it
you finally.
run.
It's cool you finally found his email address.
Yeah. Or at least I think it is. I sent it to my mom and she says she's gonna forward it off
All right. Bet you
to my old man.
at gmail.com.
He's an early adopter to be sure. All right. Let's get to these questions from these ladies. First one is here's one. It's called Hotel Hottie.
Ooh.
What kind of name do you want to give this? Keep in mind it has to be the same name for all 4 questions.
And it's not Amy?
It may or may not be Amy. You can give him a different last name.
The same name? Why does Jake look so pleased?
Because I went to look at his computer to find out what this fucking name was, and then I realized that he forwarded me every single question.
And it said, read these names. You're not going to believe it. It's Sarah. It's not Sarah. Unless it is. Anyway, what do you got? I know.
A girl's name that has to be all 4.
Yeah, but you can give them different last names.
Fine.
Fine. Your podcast, your rules.
I get the riddle now.
Wait, I don't want to play this game.
And actually, I'm pretty smart for getting it.
No, you're not. You read it. You
You,
cheated.
you said it was going to be say.
I instantly understood it wasn't say. So
I think if you understood it as a riddle, then I think you understand it more than I, because I didn't even know it was a riddle.
Really?
Okay.
I'll tell you at the break.
Fine. If it's a riddle adjacent, I'll call her Tamara because that's like Tom Riddle, but a girl.
That's good. She figured it out.
Can you imagine if that was actually it?
Can you imagine
Tamara.
if that was actual? Tamara.
I
Tamara.
love ya,
Tamara. That's really good.
Thanks.
Tamara writes, I'm a 23-year-old flight attendant, and I've been with my boyfriend for over a year and a half. We live together, and he's very supportive of me being gone for days, sometimes weeks at a time. The problem is, while the job seems exciting, it involves a lot of lonely hotel rooms and lots of downtime. My boyfriend isn't one for texting, and I never get much back from sexy texts or snaps. I'm a very affectionate person, so I find this pretty hurtful. But he doesn't seem to think it's an issue. I've had a little crush on a guy that I work with, and next week we'll be on a 5-day trip together, putting us together for Valentine's Day. That's right. While I've never cheated on my boyfriend, the thought of this guy staying in hotel room next to me for several nights while he's just a knock on the door away seems impossible to resist. He's very flirty, and I can tell the attraction is mutual. So my question is, how do I avoid temptation? Or should I just let this be a one-time thing and forget about it? Or if I cheat, should I just end the relationship and move on? Thanks. Love, Tamara. Tamara.
That's the last name, too.
Yes, that's right. Like Tia and Tamara. Yes. 3 options here.
Did she say that she loved him? Sorry for interrupting.
No, she didn't. But she said that she's been with him for a year and a half.
So she probably said I love you.
Yeah. Would you like to date a flight attendant?
Never.
Would that be cool or bad?
That sounds super hot. I'm really into it.
Yeah, but you would never see them unless...
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. That's the hottest part.
Tell me more.
Oh, I have a flight attendant coming in next week. And until then, I'm just by myself.
It would be hard to not role play constantly. That's
Yeah.
good Lord, flight attendant costume.
So she's a flight attendant. You're seating in like 31J, middle row, back. Near the bathroom.
That's nice.
And there's like a
Can I have
table.
the Mesquite Turkey Club?
Oh,
what do
we're
you
all-
mean they're out of the club?
Yeah,
Right.
we gave those all to business class.
Then I'll have the roast beef.
I know.
Pay out the nose seat.
Your TV's not turning on. Is that fine?
Can the pilot reboot the Wi-Fi?
Oh, the guy in front of you just leaned back.
Christ, I'm trying to get to Chicago and I have 2 layovers.
Oh,
How is
1
that
second.
possible?
I have to disconnect food service because we're reaching a rough patch.
Oh, shit. I hate turbulence.
I can sit on your face if it'll help. I'm
Thanks. And I'll have a Bloody Mary.
the guy. Do you have ginger ale? Bring the cart home, please, honey.
Oh, that's really how you role play.
Yeah, the cart.
The cart has. That's what gets me off about flight attendants.
A really thin cart.
Yeah,
that's made
it's the
for
narrow
aisles.
cart. It's the narrow cart. Yeah.
And they're always bumpy. The bumpy narrow cart.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you wouldn't want to date a flight attendant
I don't think so.
because you'd be dating a male flight attendant.
But what's wrong with that?
They're not as hot as female.
Is
flight
that
attendants.
right?
That
Yes,
is
everyone knows that.
God damn it.
When's the last time you saw a hot flight attendant, regardless of gender?
1963.
I see hot flight attendants all the time,
No.
male and female. Yes, I do. I definitely do. They are always super hot. It doesn't matter what they look like because flight attendant is the hottest thing you can be.
She's wearing a frickin' handkerchief around her throat. That's the goat move. And the guy,
tiny
he has a
hat.
little wings
He
for a
has
fucking
wings.
name tag.
That is cute.
And they have a tiny hat.
No, a hat.
They don't have hats anymore.
You guys don't fly on the right airlines.
Jake only flies Emirates.
We fly a lot out of like New York and LA. And when you like go to the airport, I'm not saying like all the time on the flights that I'm on, but
They
like,
wear a hat?
They don't wear hats.
yeah, the I think it's like Virgin Australia people. They wear those little red suits, the little red
Oh, yeah.
the little red
Yeah.
skirt and jacket blazer with the little red hat. And oh my God, it gets me going.
That is cute, but that's
Yes.
one airline.
Yeah, and I'm a frequent flyer.
The interesting thing though is like as hot as this sounds, if she knocks on the door late at night, she's probably not wearing the flight attendant outfit, which is like,
Well, you're talking about her cheating on her boyfriend.
oh yeah, which she's totally.
He's already
mean-
on board with it.
Pun intended.
She should not cheat on her boyfriend, but she should break up and then fuck the guy that she has a crush on.
Oh, I see. So you're saying break up and then just live out this tryst.
Break up and fuck.
I like that one of her options is, should I just do it and forget about it? Let's be bad.
It's weird to like go into a weekend knowing you're gonna cheat.
I know.
Like if you have that much forethought, you should definitely break up.
Oh, yeah.
5-day trip with a hot guy that has a crush on you.
If you're
Yeah.
planning then it's not even cheating; it's an affair.
Yes.
So if you're planning your affair, break up, of course.
And what
Yeah.
if you're planning your affairs?
Then that's
Like if you're getting your affairs in order.
That's smart. That's
good.
Use LegalZoom.com/if I were you. Do they still advertise with us, or did they
No,
pull
they
out?
don't.
Of course
Yeah, they
did.
pulled.
And why wouldn't they? have?
Yeah. None of our audience is setting up a trust.
And that's on you guys. You lost us a sponsor.
Actually, they're back.
Oh wow.
It's never too early
To set up your will.
to cheat on your boyfriend. What would you do in this situation? Have you ever been in this similar situation?
Where I wanted to cheat
A
on someone?
forced romantic vacation? Oh, I'm just at work, but you know what? It's kind of a hot place, like some sort of convention in Maui.
No, I've never officially been in a situation where I'm forced to be with someone I really like. But I mean, there's like YouTube conventions that I go to all the time, and everyone hooks up with each other. It's just weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It's like it's a little dorm orgy of sorts.
it is a dorm G.
Yeah, vloggers just necking with other vloggers,
This is why you're never invited to this
posting the
YouTube
whole thing to their Instagram story. Let Uncle Amir in. I'm down to vlog.
I have a Vine today.
Is it Vlogsmas?
Uncle Amir Cat.
I'm down to Gab. Logan, Paul.
Oh my god.
What? Dude, stat.
She said, "Oh my god, like you went to the hotel with Logan Paul."
Whoa!
shit.
I literally got a female reverse boner by hearing his name.
A female reverse boner. Now, what is that dance move?
That's my main move. I feel bad for this girl because she's definitely going to be thinking about it every single day until something happens or not. Or if she really does like her boyfriend, I mean, she would respect it and not do that. Or she could go and hang out with this dude and like be friends and homies and just try not to sleep with him. But if she wants to sleep with him, then she can self-induce a yeast infection and then she wouldn't want to, but she would still spend time with him.
How do you self-induce a yeast? Because I keep bringing
is that a reverse
up.
female non-boner? Would you call that just a yeast infection?
What do you gotta
Reverse
do
female
there?
boner.
It doesn't involve dough. Does it involve a ball of dough?
It could involve dirty dildos.
Ooh.
You can get a yeast infection by that. You
So
can get
you're
a yeast
using-
infection by like just being sweaty and not taking a shower right away.
So you use a little rolling pin down there. Obviously, you need some bread. You take the
Insane.
bowling pin, whatever.
Insane.
Then you don't shower for what? 2, 3, 4 days, however long this
Months,
thing is.
years, whatever.
Suddenly, you're dealing with a yeasty infection.
Yeasty
So
boys.
you couldn't even do anything if you wanted to.
Which might be better for her because it sounds like she's going to jump off the railings pretty soon here.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome for the boyfriend that she's not cheating on too. It's just like my girlfriend has a yeast infection
What are your
that
thoughts?
she did on purpose.
What about if she does decide to do it? Should she not tell him that they broke up so as to make it a more forbidden, passionate romance? Ooh. So it's like you break up with somebody the day before your trip, and then on the flight you're like, it's tough because my boyfriend is very overwhelming and smothering, and I just wish I had some out. You plant the seed a little bit like that. Then day 2, nighttime, you're in your room still. You don't knock on the door yet, and you have this loud conversation. It's like, you lay off me! You're smothering me! I don't have a yeast infection, or whatever the fuck you guys can create a little fake fight about.
It's night 2 of 5.
Night 2 of 5, exactly right.
All right.
Night 3, you ghost him. You're not in the room, but you're not knocking on the door either. He's probably met someone else at this point. It's night 3. Night 4, the 4th night. Suddenly, things get a little hot and heavy. You get hammered at the hotel bar by yourself, right?
Oh.
Yeast infection in full blow or whatever at this point. And you end up knocking on his door by accident. Oh my God, my key's not working. This is your door? I'm so sorry. I've been a mess ever since my boy has been lashing out at me. Night 5. You already had sex with him on night 4.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
skipping
the
over
yada
all
yada.
of the action?
Yeah.
What's night 5 then?
Night 5 is you crying, apologizing. We can't do this. I don't know what happened. I was a mess last night. This can't go on. My boyfriend loves me. I love him. This is insane. And I think I have a fucking UTI from you because with the rolling pin thing. Night 6.
The bowling pin?
What?
First of all, a bowling pin. No. Second, night 6 is they're back at home.
Okay.
It was 5 nights total.
Right. Sorry, I'm
And
thinking
your advice for a perfect trip, it sounds like a fake fight, a really bad yeast infection.
Okay. When you say it quickly and
Sex once.
you highlight all the bad parts, it seems like a stupid plan.
Yeah, I just wish when I'm talking you wouldn't rush me ahead.
Night 7.
What's happening now?
Sorry, I keep thinking about this Hanukkah fan fiction that I wrote. So this takes place over the course of 8 nights.
All right.
But she did get laid on night 4 of my little story, which is kind of hot.
It's hot until she gets really sad and tells him that it was a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, that part's not ideal.
Especially because you had her breaking up. You had her breaking up in the beginning of the story.
Yeah,
and then night 5.
Yeah.
Night 5 is
An apology.
Her penance for she didn't even do anything wrong.
I know, but she can't even get the fucking story straight at this point. She's been lying to herself.
And she has a really bad yeast infection.
She has to eat, pray, love her way through Europe and just find herself. Because, I'm sorry, this lady is way confused, way in over her head. And night 8.
The last night of Hanukkah?
Yes. It's fine. Whatever. You light some candles, you eat some latkes. No big deal. What do you think?
Do I think she should do it or not?
Yeah.
I think she should break up with her boyfriend and then sleep with this dude and tell him that they're not together anymore.
Yeah, I guess
I
that's
agree
another
with
way to do
Batoon.
it.
What's more inviting than being I'm out of my relationship?
Got it. So you did. Okay. So if you were to salvage parts of my idea, it would be the.
It was
UTI.
None of your idea I'm taking.
I'm just saying, let's not completely gut renovate here. There's probably
absolutely
a really nice
zero
theme.
usability from any part of your idea.
You're gonna want.
It started with her fucking a rolling pin and ended with her fucking a bowling pin.
Okay. All right. I see what's happening here. I wronged you earlier today, so you're finding little holes in my story that don't add up or something.
That you did slash my tires this morning when I got
but
to
this
work.
is unrelated to that.
No, it is.
It is.
It's that. Because otherwise, I think this is a gold idea.
I knew it. All right, let's take a break. Thanks some sponsors. We'll come back with more questions. We really got to get some more questions. I feel like one of you talked way too much that time.
I think it was Irene.
That's what I was going to say. Thank you to MeUndies for sponsoring this episode of our show as well. Another one of our day ones, MeUndies.
Yes.
We are full MeUndies converts. We have no non-MeUndies undies in our undies drawers.
I'm actually not wearing MeUndies today.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm going commando. That's right. I only have MeUndies, and if I'm not wearing them, then I am not wearing underwear.
MeUndies is the most comfortable, stylish, and affordable underwear that you can buy. Don't believe us? Just watch. Go to MeUndies.com/Jake or MeUndies.com/Amir. You can check out their new styles. Every month they debut a new style. So if there's something that you haven't seen in a while, maybe go to the website and check them out. If you go to MeUndies.com/Amir or MeUndies.com/Jake, you'll even get 20% off your first pair and free shipping, plus a 100% satisfaction guarantee. So that's a good gift for someone who's got a summer birthday coming up.
Ooh, I have a summer birthday coming up. Why don't you get me a pair of MeUndies?
Maybe I will.
Thank you.
Maybe I won't. It's a great gift for especially a If I Were You fan in your life, because they've probably heard us rant and rave about MeUndies for a while. Why don't you give them a pair to show them just how comfortable they are? All you got to do is go to MeUndies.com/Amir or MeUndies.com/Jake. That's 20% off, free shipping, and 100% satisfaction guaranteed.
Hoorah.
Thanks, MeUndies. Megan Batoon, do you have any?
Unsolicited advice.
That one was written by Matt Windsor.
That's a new stinger?
Yeah, we changed it up a little.
It's a tiny sting.
Yeah, tiny little sting.
I'm offended. frankly.
Thanks, Matt. Do you have any unsolicited advice?
I do.
Okay, what you got?
Here's an piece of advice.
Here's a little morsel, not the whole thing, just a little slice of advice.
An advice slice for
Nice.
hygiene,
Yeah.
particularly for women.
Ugh, pass.
No, all right, let's hear it.
Well, I guess it could be for guys too, depending on how long your hair is.
If this is about a rolling pin, I was joking. You get that.
It is about not showering your hair, like not washing your hair in the shower.
Yeah.
You can use dry shampoo
Okay.
or baby powder in your hair to make it not greasy and you don't have to take a shower.
Many questions. One, what is baby powder?
What do you mean?
What is it? I know what it is, but how do you make baby powder?
Oh, I don't know how it's
Make it.
made.
You buy it.
Okay, so you buy baby powder. Two, this is to avoid showering?
Yes.
You avoid showering total? Like, no, it's just avoiding washing your hair, right?
Either or, Jake.
It's clearly the first one.
Batoon. No.
and
Don't
then-
ask any questions. How often are you showering?
Every day now.
Starting now, because you're giving me some sort of weird stink eye.
Literally stink eye.
Okay. Are you, some people wash their hair with water and they say that's not necessarily washing my hair. Are you one of those people?
You're like rinsing it. No, that's not washing your hair.
Okay.
You get your hair wet.
That's what it's doing, yeah. But you got to wash it.
You ever wear a hairnet? Is that
I'm
what they're called?
serious.
A shower
in
cap?
the well, hairnet and a shower cap are two very different
shower cap.
things. I think I have before,
Got it.
but I don't.
So there's days where you don't shower and you're like, oh, I kind of smell. I'm going to put some baby powder in my hair.
Well,
We'll call it a day.
You shower your body, but you're not supposed to wash your hair except for like 2 times or once a week.
Okay.
Because you're ripping the essential oils off of it. The
So in
essential
between,
oils.
the oil stay, but
Eucalyptus
the
hair.
powder is being added?
Yeah, and it absorbs all the moisture, so you don't have greasy hair anymore. So if you like need to go out and you don't look very, or after the gym, that's my big tip. After the gym, if you have to like go straight to work or a shoot or something,
Yeah.
I would do dry shampoo, but you can do baby powder. If
I
you
love
don't
the way
have
baby
it.
powder smells.
Do you?
I really do. I want to like wash my hair with just straight up Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo.
Did you know that on Johnson & Johnson it says like no tears?
Yeah.
It means no tears. It's not no tears.
Because they will cry. Oh, they'll cry. Their skin will
tears
be
like no
intact.
tearing your hair?
Exactly.
That's so interesting.
I know.
But
I
like
wonder what else you
it
can
doesn't
get
sting
away
when it
with.
gets in your eyes though.
Does it not?
I don't know. I was a baby whenever it was used on me, so I didn't really get to report back.
And oh, how mother tore my hair. So I figured it meant no tears. I guess you can get away with a lot of homonym little loopholes like that.
Yeah.
Like, for example, just pulling something out of my ass. But, I don't know. Let's say, for example, you
thought you were going to be able to think of one as you started the sentence.
Does a clock. And on the clock, on the box, it said, this thing tells time. Which is fine. It's good. It's nice.
Yeah.
But in actuality, it's a broken clock. Well, what about this thing, this little disclaimer? It says it tells time. It's like, yeah, it does. It tells Time Magazine that I don't read it anymore. So a broken clock with a little button that goes, I don't read you anymore, Time Magazine.
That was the rare, like, I was with you till I heard the example.
Oh.
And now I think there's nothing. I think that was so far wrong that I don't think homonyms even work at all anymore.
Exist, right.
Yeah, there's no.
Yeah.
But let's see if I can come up with one.
Oh, okay. All
Throwing
right.
himself in the fire. I would never volunteer.
I know it's really true because
Yeah.
it's hard to think of
It's
anyone.
like, hey,
that's
let's all
not
jump
dear
off
right
this tall
now.
building and we'll do it one by one. And then I jumped off and died. And Jake's like, all right, my turn.
Yes.
It's so hard.
The hard part is finding a homonym that works, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the
Tears and
homonym is
tears.
it's spelled the same exact way, right?
Yeah, it's just pronounced differently.
Right.
Right.
So we can all
tear
agree.
and tear. And that's my example. I've already gone and I knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
Oh, so like it's never mind.
No, let's hear
Say
it. It couldn't be worse than your fucking Time Magazine one. What was that? The clock?
Do you remember that clock bit?
Yeah, that tells, what was it? That tells Time Magazine or some shit?
That was everyone go rewind. It was clearly a mirror. Mine had to do with read and read.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried to do that, and I didn't get anything.
Yeah, it's hard. You really
Because they
can't.
both mean read. One is just the past tense or something.
It's a good read or it's a good read, but like yeah, it doesn't really mean anything. It's really hard. This is very
That
hard.
is very hard.
This is an AP comedy class, and we all got a 1. Except, of course, for Megan.
Irene has one.
No, No, but that's spelled different.
What is?
Right?
Right?
Nope.
Like right, and
What
left,
was-
and right and wrong? They're both right.
What was it?
But it's spelled differently.
No,
It has to be spelled the same?
Right and wrong and right and left are both right. R-I-G-H-T. It's just not writing.
Right.
there
Oh
we
my
go.
God, it happened!
It's a map that says always right. And like you either like the map is always accurate or the direction that it tells you to go is always right.
Maps don't tell you to go a direction. That's the dumbest fucking
Really?
thing.
Google Maps doesn't tell you which direction to go?
That was so stupid. Like
Which-
that and the
that's
Time
literally what
Magazine
Google
thing,
Maps does.
I'm giving you a timeout. Those were back-to-back, two of the worst jokes you've ever made.
Also, the right thing was that was Irene.
Really?
alley-oop. Yeah, and I thought it was really good for the record. So
I'm sorry.
I think you're really feeling insecure about the Time Magazine because you brought it up twice. Yep, and now you turned into an owl. You're retreating. You're retreating
Into a treat.
retreat.
Retreating means when you go back into a treat.
And now you've redeemed yourself.
All right. Oh, here's one about my boyfriend getting
Your boyfriend? I'm just kidding, man.
That's fine.
I was only joking.
You were only joking when you brought up that time clock thing, too.
That was not.
That was a real low point, dude.
This is insane.
All right. What's
Yep.
this lady's name? Tamara what?
Wilson.
Nice.
Ooh.
Tamara Wilson writes, my boyfriend's roommate is leaving in a couple months and he's going to need a new one. I jokingly mentioned that it better not be a female roommate, in which he responded, I just need a roommate right now, male or female. I'll take what I can get. Now, I really dislike the thought of him having a female roommate. It's not that I don't trust him. It's that I couldn't trust the situation they'd be in. Hanging out together all the time, watching movies, drinking together. He mentioned that he wished I could be his roommate. I would love to live with him, but we've only been going out for a few months, so I'm going back to school in the fall. I've never lived on my own and would probably be struggling enough just to make enough money to make rent each month, since I have nothing saved up, so that's out of the question for now. Anyway, I brought it up a few weeks later, and he said the same thing. I'll take what I can get. But then he said that he was thinking of asking an 18-year-old female coworker. I met this girl, and I know they're just friends, but I still think this is highly inappropriate. Just so you know, he's in his late 20s, and I'm in my early 20s. So my question is, what should I do if he gets a female roommate? Should I keep these feelings to myself and just see what happens? Should I put my foot down and leave him if this happens? I don't believe ultimatums are fair, but I've been hurt in the past, and I don't want it to happen again. Thoughts? Love, Tamara Wilson. A real fucking roller coaster.
That's really intense. And as soon as you said Tamara Wilson back to me, I think Mara Wilson played Matilda. Is that her name?
Yes.
Mara. Yeah, Tamara Wilson. So I just put a Tom in front of it.
Yeah, which is what you did to the first one, wasn't that like Tom Riddle?
That's right.
That's right, as in right and left?
This is wild.
Yeah, I kept being on her side, then against her side, then on her side
It's
a
a
little
roller
bit.
coaster.
There's a lot of prepositions with her side.
Yeah, a man in his late 20s living with an 18-year-old female is a little weird.
Yeah, you can put your
Yes.
foot down there. I think that's it.
But what can you say? You say you cannot live with an 18-year-old female?
But
Yes.
why couldn't he?
Yeah, it's legal. They're both adults.
That's what when you give an ultimatum, there's always you can't live with an 18-year-old female coworker of yours and have me be your girlfriend. still.
Right.
That's the consequence. Like he's allowed to do whatever he wants.
Right. But where do you draw the line? If she's-
18-year-old female coworker.
So 19 is fine?
No, I think she's got to be able to drink if he's in his late 20s.
That is
21
a
and
little
up.
weird, yeah.
But then, like, you're setting up an
He'll have
age thing for, like,
Yes, but he'll
hooking
have
up reasons.
She's talking about
True.
drinking. He's going to have like underage. He's going to be a 28-year-old dude with a 19-year-old or an 18-year-old like drinking with him in the apartment. Yes, that's illegal, straight up.
Is it?
Yes, you can't drink till you're 21, jackass.
But it's illegal. It's illegal for her, not for him.
Yeah.
Well, if he buys her alcohol, it's illegal for him.
Yeah, I guess.
If it's his
If
alcohol,
he
it's illegal
buys
for
it.
him. If it's happening in his place, it's also illegal for him.
I don't
Yes.
know. Is this a legality thing, though? I don't trust you to be not legal. Or is
no,
this
I mean,
just a jealousy-based problem?
it's a jealousy-based problem, but I think if you color it with straight-up illegality, I think it makes a much more stronger argument.
Or is it just like you're just assigning this arbitrary thing? It's like it's illegal for you to drink with her, so I can't have that. When it's actuality, she's younger than me and I'm mad about it.
I don't think that's the actuality of it, though.
It sounds like she's jealous. She says she's not jealous, but it sounds like she is. She also said she's been hurt in the past and she doesn't want it to happen again.
We've all been hurt.
Oh, honey.
But jealousy is the kind of thing where like you can have founded jealousy and unfounded jealousy. Jealousy is not like blanket bad. You can like actually make somebody jealous. Like if the guy from the first question, he's just like jealous of his girlfriend going on this trip in a hotel, being next to a pilot or another
Flight attendant.
And like maybe that's not his place, but like then if she starts fucking that guy, then yeah, he's jealous, and that's bad jealousy. That's founded jealousy.
And what's unfounded jealousy?
When you're thinking of things like too far ahead that like basically are like movies playing in your brain that haven't happened yet. So like her saying, if my boyfriend got a female roommate, I would be jealous because they'd be drinking and hanging out, and that's too fucked up. Like that's crazy jealousy because none of that stuff has happened. He just said a roommate of any sex. Crazy jealousy. But if he comes back and he says, this 18-year-old girl I work with is going to be my new roommate, that's like founded jealousy.
Oh, you think that's deserved jealousy?
Yes.
I think either way, she's going to be uncomfortable.
Regardless of
Unfounded
the
or
age?
founded, I think that she's definitely not going to be sitting pretty. But here's what I would do if I were her. If I were her, I would. He's going to also do whatever he wants if they stay together. If she gives him the ultimatum and he does pick her over the roommate, well, I guess then he would have a boy roommate. But if for some reason the ultimatum falls through and they're still together, because she also may be like putting up a front. He'd be like, break up with me or don't. And then they're still together. She can get close with this other girl and then they become like best friends so that he wouldn't dare mess with her because out of the respect to the girlfriend.
Yeah,
You see
you're putting a lot of respect on the guy. It's like I wouldn't dare cheat on you
you're right.
if it's with a friend of yours. But if you're gonna have friends, open season. Here's a follow-up question for you, Mr. It's illegal to drink. What if this is in Europe and 18 is the legal drinking age? Do you think that 18 is now okay?
Oh, wow.
I mean,
That does change things. I mean, it is the law. So location would change things.
It definitely it hurts that argument a little bit, but I think a 10-year age gap is still not illegal, but it's questionable enough to make a stand against it.
right. But that's what I was saying, that it's not the legal drinking age of it. It's just the age difference.
Yeah, but I think that like having a legality case with it just strengthens your argument for like why on earth would you live with an 18-year-old, you know?
It's tough because you don't want to give ultimatums, but at the same time, you don't want to be like, I don't care if you live with an 18-year-old female.
But that's why I'm saying I think that like you're allowed to give ultimatums as long as they're like somewhat reasonable. You would give your girlfriend an ultimatum if she was like, I'm gonna blow the dog. You would be like, if you do that, I'll break up with you. She's like, no, I'm gonna blow the dog.
Yeah,
Like,
but living with someone and blowing a dog are
I'm not saying
two very different.
I use the example to say that sometimes ultimatums are normal. You hear that like they're not just like always bad in a relationship. You're allowed to set boundaries. So one of your boundaries can be like, if you live with an 18-year-old coworker, then I'm so uncomfortable that I'll leave you.
Yikes.
Is it the coworker part? What if it's an 18-year-old Craigslist stranger?
She has to set her own boundaries, man. I don't fucking know. This is you're futzing with the margins here.
Futzing with the margin. He said he was gonna blow a dog. I'm at least nudging it. You're way off the page. Anyway, he could do it if he blows a dog, I guess. Is that your point? Tit for tat?
Yes, obviously.
I think you can tell him that it makes you uncomfortable, and then he'll make his own decisions. But it's also a sticky situation because he's like, I can't afford to live with myself and this lady. And then it's like, okay, what if the lady is lesbian? She doesn't even want to hook up with me. Does that make it okay?
Yeah, I don't think that you don't get like roommate approval, right? That's not cool. But I think you can set a boundary. I don't think that every single roommate needs to meet your criteria.
Well, how about this? What would you do in this situation? We're not telling her what to do, but what would you do, Megan?
I'd blow the dog.
I know you'd blow a dog.
I would blow the dog.
So stop asking, I would do the same.
I've already blown the dog. Batoon's blown the dog.
We're all blowing a dog. We talked about fucking a dog on your podcast.
That's all I talk about on my podcast. It's just
the same dog,
strictly.
right? What would you do?
I guess I would talk to him honestly and tell him that it makes me uncomfortable and that I have insecurities for whatever reason, my past and whatever's going on with us.
Is this you? This is you. So this is so personal now.
And then I would say, I mean, if our love was strong enough, nothing would break it anyway. So it's obviously something that I'm putting on myself, unless this relationship is already on the rocks. So I think it's an underlying problem. It's not just this one thing.
An 18-year-old coworker can break any bond. Any bond.
That's the log line to
bond.
a porn you're writing.
That is a universal truth that everyone needs to understand.
There are no lovers that survive an 18-year-old coworker. I'm sorry. Romeo and Juliet would have ended after 4 pages.
Any
if
sex.
Romeo's 18-year-old coworker is like, can I live here?
Or Juliet's 18-year-old coworker.
That's fine, too.
There's hot boy 18-year-olds, too.
We're all blowing a dog at the end of the day.
What would you do?
I wouldn't touch this question. It's so offensive that you guys are even trying to answer it.
You chose it. You presented it.
No, I would say that it makes me uncomfortable.
And that's it. And you
But
walk
I'm not
away.
saying ultimatum. I'm
Yeah.
not saying do it or bye.
So then you say it makes you uncomfortable, and
Yeah.
then the dude does it, or
Yeah.
the girl does it.
That's
And what do
right.
you do then?
Then you got to decide, what am I happier with him this roommate, or am I happier without him?
So it can retroactively have been an ultimatum, but you don't say it up front.
That's right. The ultimate matum of all.
Wow.
Let's try to answer one last question, because that one was a fucking brain buster.
Well, yeah, give me a layup.
Watch this. Fucking watch this one. Tamara frickin' Smith writes, "Hey boys, I've been dating my boyfriend for 2.5 years and I definitely love the guy, but God, men sometimes. He recently sent me a link to an online site called 50 Things Every Woman Should Realize About Men. Among these 50s are tips that really stuck with me. For example, he will choose his friends over you, and he wants to bang your friends, and you should never flirt with his friends, and you've got to watch your weight. And the ever perfect, if you make him watch a chick flick, at least give him a blowjob after. And if it was a Sex and the City movie, you owe him either anal or a threesome, your choice." When I tried to explain to him how insane it was for him to even consider sending me these due to its complete stupidity, he got angry with me for overreacting. So here's where I need advice. How do I tell him I have a problem with this without seeming like I'm overreacting? Thank you. Love, Tamara Smith.
But dude, will you please weigh in and let this girl know that these lists are hilarious and true?
I mean, the Sex and the City movie deserves anal. You were telling us that over lunch.
I was, but outrageous. That nothing deserves anal. I'm sorry.
Maybe 2 Sex and the City movies at worst, but I wouldn't send a site about it.
I swear to God, if I watch 10 Things I Hate About You, I'm gonna have anal. Either done to me or done to someone else.
If I'm watching
Someone's
a movie,
getting pegged if I watch that.
I can't believe that this is a thing.
even if he sent it as a joke, is it as bad as it would be if he's like, these are actual rules?
Yes.
So, grounds for dismissal, you would say.
I hate it. No, I hate that it exists. I hate that he sent it to her. I hate that she opened it and felt bad about herself. Because no, this is what I would do. I'm going to cut straight to the chase. I can't fuck around with this guy.
Move in with an 18-year-old.
That's number one.
Uh-huh.
I think she should make her own list of 50, what is it, the thing?
Oh, yeah, 50 things every
Woman should realize about men. I think she should say 50 things no men should ever send to a woman.
Oh, that's good.
And send tragic articles and have this one be like 20 of them.
Oh, that's good. And all of them are about anal and Sex in the City for some reason. Yeah, that one was just a funny one because she's like, men sometimes, right? And then it's like the worst thing ever.
Yeah, that's
wait.
that's the worst of guys. That's like, they're not all like that.
Okay.
They're not all like that.
Can we revisit like 2 of the ones that you said? Because I was like, oh, maybe there is some sort of grounds to stand on here.
You should never flirt with his friends.
You should never flirt with his friends. I mean, yeah, but what if you're just flirty in general?
Oh, so you can flirt with his
I like
friends.
when friends of mine flirt with my friends.
Really?
I think it's nice.
Keeps you on your toes.
It doesn't keep me on my toes. I just think that's like friendly.
Yeah. What's the other one?
You've got to watch your weight.
Okay. No.
Watch it go up, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm packing on the pounds.
I mean, do it for yourself. Don't ever do it for somebody else.
Okay, and obviously this one, which makes kind of a lot of sense if you break it down. If it was a Sex and the City movie, you owe him anal or a threesome, your choice.
Your choice.
Well, that's cool because it does give the girl a choice. And that's
A lot
I think
of
that's
times
actually
it's like
pretty
the guy chooses.
That's pretty
But like it's
forward-thinking.
2018.
That's
I think the
progressive.
women should choose anal or a threesome.
Yeah.
And none of that guy threesome.
Do you remember when we watched How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days and then we had a threesome with Jeffrey?
Yeah, we had a lemon party. And I thought it was fine because he was an 18-year-old freshman at the time. So she's not overreacting, and I don't know. What do you see? You say no, sorry, don't do that. It's over. Bye.
He just sent it to her out of the blue? Is
It
that
was
what's going on?
Valentine's Day.
Oh, it makes okay. I get it. Yeah, that
He
makes sense.
transcribed it onto a card.
Oh,
Yeah, so-
well, if he showed any effort, I guess that's more than most men do.
I think she should break up with him, and then every time she sees, like on Instagram or Facebook, that he got a new girlfriend, she should send that girl the article and be like, "Hey, Dennis sent me this."
I found the website. I found the thing. It's from wallstreetinsanity.com.
Rightly so. It sounds like it's from there.
It's funny because some of them
anybody
are
that-
nice. It's like, don't make fun of his mother. And then also,
Well, yeah.
you know.
Give me a bad one.
That's funny. This one is ultimatums do not work. That one's actually
No.
thematically relevant. Bad one is he hates he hates that short haircut.
Oh God!
Wow.
I love short haircuts.
Do you like pixie cuts?
Yeah.
More than long hair?
I just love big changes. So if anybody's ever like, should I do this? I'm like, fucking go for it.
Nice.
Oh, this one's nice. It says if he cheats
I also
on you
like the
once,
more than long hair, I think.
If he cheats on you once, he'll do it again. So it's like some of these are nice, and then some of these are like don't gain weight.
Yeah. That is a hard one too. Like what's that saying that people are like, if he cheats on you to be with you, he's gonna do it to you again. Like it's almost like a
Negative feedback
chain
loop. Yeah,
reaction.
cycle.
Do you agree? Like to get into a relationship, I mean, like by cheating.
If a relationship is like founded on cheating, I guess. No, I mean not always.
Yeah.
Not always. I think it's dubious though. It's an inauspicious start, to be sure.
Unless you were, what if you were the person that was, you were the second lady, like he was in a relationship and he cheated on his girlfriend with you. You can't be that excited about it because you know right off the bat he's a cheater because he did it with you.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
If that's how a relationship starts.
Yeah.
You should compliment him more. Number 45.
That goes for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, people like compliments. That nice. But like this guy reading on this list does not deserve a compliment.
Never. Anyone that actually sends this needs to go away forever.
Yeah. To write it is one thing. To send it is divine. I'm going to send you this link. You're going to love it.
I feel like I read a lot.
Jake
of them
wrote
already.
it.
Oh my God, by Jake Hurwitz.
Oh, they published my byline? Christ. I ghost wrote the Tucker Max books.
I swear to fucking God it was me. Megan Batoon, what's your podcast?
It's
So we
called
know.
Just a Tip.
Just
it's
a
an
Tip.
advice podcast as well.
On the HeadGum Network.
That's right.
So if you want more Megan and more advice in your life, we highly recommend it.
And less us.
We're going to try to release this episode after the one of ours coming out. So you can listen to Megan's Just a Tip with us as guests right now on headgum.com. Woo. Anything else you want to promote before we get the FO?
No.
That's it?
That's it.
Clean.
I like that.
I don't want anything more than I'm given.
Good. I like that. The opening theme song was the Post Malone one by Sam Baber. This closing one is by a person named Rue. I couldn't pronounce the full name, but they said, just call me Rue. And it's somebody from Ireland. So hopefully they're coming to the Dublin show.
Nice.
And you should too. And you should Rue. The email address for everything is ifiwereyoushow@gmail.com. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week. Bye.
tonight. I've got a question about a girl. I need some answers and I need them fast. Who can I turn to in this world? Just to do with bad advice. Just to die hard Jews. Shake and hear, they know we know what to do. If I were you. Just to do with bad advice. Just to die hard Jews. Shake and hear, they know we know what to do. If I were you. Just to do with bad advice, yeah. Just to die hard Jews. Jake and Beard, they know clear, know what to do. If I were you.
That was a HeadGum podcast.